Friends with benefits. It always seems like such a good idea, doesn't it? Easy, simple, no strings attached, no commitment, just pure, unadulterated fun. And you know, it often seems to work for a while. Who needs the complications of a commitment anyway? Grown-up words like accountability and responsibility belong in lecture halls, not in the bedroom. And life is about enjoyment. It's about theme parks, vacations, chocolate, the beach, sipping a cold drink on a hot summer's day. And on top of that list is giving yourself up and letting your hair down in the presence of someone you trust and who you have the hots for. Picture this. You're at your parents' house and you get that text. You know the one with the secret code words like make cookies, do laundry, show tonight. You secretly smile to yourself and text back a resounding yes, because you know you're in for a rockin' evening. And then you gladly accept that extra piece of dessert and happily endure the lecture you're getting from your parents about when are you going to become a responsible adult. Everything is bliss. But then things unravel faster than you can say unravel, because somehow this arrangement starts to feel like a relationship. And it turns out that maybe you do care about some of those adult words like responsibility and accountability. And to those you add one more word, expectations. Why is he going out with that other girl? I thought we had a good thing going. He didn't even want to talk afterwards. He just did his thing and left. Yikes, now there's a real problem. Two sets of expectations, his and hers. Now more adult words creep into the equation. Confusion, frustration, anger, resentment. And part of the issue is, this type of relationship is different for men and women. Guys are often able to separate the physical from the emotional. For a guy, being involved in a friends with benefits relationship means just that. It's a friend he can have sex with without any complications or expectations. And that's why he often is the one to propose the arrangement. But why would he do that instead of committing to something more serious? 3 reasons. 1, the girl he's hot for does not want to get serious herself. 2, the arrangement is convenient. 3, he's too lazy to find himself a real girlfriend. 4, he knows the girl's going to be willing. As far as women are concerned, sure, there are a few of you out here who feel the same way, but you are few and far between. So for the rest of you, here's a simple rule to follow. If you're considering a friends with benefits arrangement because you're hoping it might develop into something more, or because you'll take any kind of relationship you can get with the guy you're head over heels for, then walk away. In fact, run away as fast as you can. Because the guy is not thinking what you're thinking. He already knows how serious he wants to be, even if the sex is amazing. And that's why he proposed a friends with benefits relationship in the first place. A few final words. Friends with benefits doesn't really work for either gender because intimacy is complicated, filled with expectations, responsibility, and accountability. Words used by grown-ups having real relationships.
Hey guys, it's me, Alana. This will be my second podcast and I'm super excited about it. I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you who have come back to check out my second one, who showed me so much love on the first podcast that I did. And hopefully I'm getting better and better. This week, I just kind of wanted to touch on a few of the issues that I've come across while I've dated black guys. There's plenty of stares, plenty of little smart comments, snickering, all that good stuff. So as an interracial dater, I have faced a number of barriers throughout the years. I've had so-called friends and family say some horrible negative things to me. My dad was super not happy the first time that he really realized that this wasn't a phase, that this was really something that I was going to do with my life, date black men. And as I've told you guys before, I've always been into black guys since I was little bitty. That kind of spark has just always been there. So even random people throughout my whole life, teachers, police officers, maybe the guy's family, just everybody, has totally had something negative to say. Not everybody, there's been some positives. My mom was super cool about everything. She didn't think about it twice. I mean, she loved all my boyfriends that I brought home. She just basically wanted me to be happy. And, as long as I was happy and treated right, she was fine with that. like, even some people that I thought would be cool with it, like my uncle who has a best friend, a man that he's grown up with his whole life, and he's a black dude, and I totally thought that he would be down with me dating black guys. I mean, I really didn't think it would be an issue. And then when it was kind of faced in his life, and it was his niece, that was dating around with black guys, he threw a fit. So it's still really sad to see that some people think that it's just still super uncommon to see an interracial couple in 2011. I mean, I did have to learn to assume that most people have good intentions, though. I will tell you that back in the day when I was younger, it's like maybe 19, I was downtown Fort Worth at the Stockyard, and I was with my current boyfriend at the time, who was black, and my friend and her boyfriend. And this black lady comes walking around the corner, down the sidewalk that we were walking on, and she was just staring like super, super hard at me. Not only at me, but at him as well. So, of course, my guard goes up and I get defensive, and I'm talking mess with my homegirl, like, what the hell is her problem? And come to find out, like an hour later, we seen her at one of the shows, and she was holding hands with this white dude. So it kind of made me really think twice about, like, dang, I was super upset about it and thinking, that she was just completely being a bitch, and disapproved. And really, maybe she was just staring because she was excited to see another interracial couple. I don't know, but you just really have to hope that people have good intentions. If you notice eyes on you and your significant other as you walk down the street, don't automatically assume that it's because the passerby disapproves of your interracial union. I mean, perhaps people are staying because they consider you a partially attractive couple, or perhaps because they applaud you for being together and standing up for this interracial, love that you guys have together. It's very common for members of interracial couples to notice other couples, So, anyways, also, I've learned throughout my years that it's one thing to be in love, but it's a whole nother to actually deal with the realities of that love. When you choose to date outside of your race, there's certain things that do factor in, and that you do have to think about, whether it's a white woman, a Mexican woman, Asian, Puerto Rican. There's lots of different things. For example, when you choose to date somebody that is not black, you have to talk about how they feel about being in an interracial relationship. How will their family react to her marrying a black man? Will the two families be able to even get along? Does it even matter to the two of you what your families think about it? I mean, you want to give it some time for sure before family actually factors in. I mean, you don't want to be dating 2 weeks and boom, I want to meet your family. But when in a serious relationship, I mean, that matters for sure. What about your children? How will you guys raise your children? One big thing, too, that I kind of want to touch on is religion and ethnic and cultural beliefs. Like, there is a big difference in religions nowadays, and especially when you're dating women of different races, Catholic, Middle Eastern, what have you. They tend to be very loyal to their beliefs and sticking to them. So in an interracial relationship, that could pose its fair share of problems. How will you decide to raise your children, Catholic or Christian, or etc. So those are all big things that you also want to consider when you're dating outside of your race. Tensions are going to arise from loving cross-racially. They can be overcome with good communication and settling down with someone that shares your principles and beliefs on the whole subject. Basically, at the end of the day, you just have to be open-minded. Both partners need to make it a point not to force, each other's beliefs on one another, no matter what, because that's when you could start, posing a problem. Anyways, so thanks guys for checking me out, and look forward to doing my third podcast soon. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter at Alana, ALANA, I also have my Facebook page up and running. That's also, again, Alana, IDBG. Or you can email me anything at all, suggestions, comments, subjects you want me to talk about, anything at ALANAIDBG@hotmail.com. Thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Chris, and we're going to talk about dating while nerdy, which is very, very dangerous, especially if you find yourself in a place where you just don't happen to run into very many nerdy girls. I just don't even know what to say or even really where to start with this topic, because I found myself recently intertwined in situations where I'll meet a girl, and I'll be like, hey, what's up, girl? She's like, hey, what's up, boy? And she's feeling me. You can tell. She likes you. She's just feeling who you are. And so I go, you know what? I think I feel good enough about this to let this girl into my world, to let her know, who I am and what I do, here on the YouTubes, here, just in my life in general. Because I can't get away from nerdiness when you're a nerd. You just can't get away from it. And you shouldn't try to get away from it, because if it's who you are and you love it and you love yourself, you should embrace it wholeheartedly. But admittedly, it's gonna scare some people away. And I do know for a fact that my ex, before we lived together, she knew I was nerdy, and it was an acceptable amount of nerd for her. But when she found out how nerdy I really was, it did turn her off a little bit. And I'm finding that in this dating realm that I am having that happen a lot more often than I like for it to happen. So I kind of feel like I should hide it. I'm like, you know what? Let me just tone it down a little bit. Let me not be really very much of a nerd, and just kind of see what happens. And then, if the girl likes me, I'll just trap her. You know what I mean? I will let her fall in love with me, let her get to know the person I really am, the really nice guy, the guy who opens up doors and pays for things on occasion, is very thoughtful and caring and loving, considerate and all those things like that, and also handsome. Let her fall in love with all those things. And then I'll be all oops, that Pokeball dropped out of my pocket. Where did that come from? Now I know of a few girls here and there that don't like drugs. They'll never do drugs. And yet they'll date guys who do hard freaking drugs. And yet they found out that I do anime and I'm the worst person ever and they won't date me. And so it's hard for me when I'm out and I'm meeting people and I'm okay, that girl's awesome, I like that girl, she's fun, she's amazing, huh? Then she goes, oh, I watched your video. Yeah, I'm gonna be washing my hair for the next 60 years. And I hear that a lot. Bye. So it's just it's a conundrum where I don't know what to do. Do I stay true to myself? Or do I do what gets me the ladies and then just let myself become more and more a part of their lives, and then they go, okay, you know what, you're a good guy, I can deal with this. And that's where I am. And the hard thing too is that I think I've been there before. I definitely could feel she just tolerated it because she liked me, but not because she embraced and loved who I was wholeheartedly. And I don't want to put myself in that situation again. So maybe I'll just answer my own question. Maybe it's worth waiting for that girl that, whether she's nerdy herself or not, is just gonna love me for me and appreciate me for me. And truly do that, Wow. That's answering my own question. At the end of the day, I think that sometimes just being a nerd is almost more interesting because you're more layered. You have all these things and interests and passions that drive you. And so while if you happen to be a normal person, not normal, you know what I mean, but a non-nerd, and you're considering dating a nerd, just know this. We're really fun. We're just as awesome as that other person, and maybe even a little bit better. And if you open up your mind, you will find that deep down we're people just like you, and you need to look at that first before anything else. Now you're allowed to be turned off by whatever you want to be turned off by, but just know you could be passing up someone truly amazing. However, use teleport. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about dating non-nerds, and how does it work out for you? What do you guys do in those situations? Let's talk about it down below. I like when it jiggles.
Live from Jerome Hardin Studios. This is the latest on my newscast I'm willing to tell you about, so as you sit back, relax, chillax, and I'll tell you the latest stuff. What's up, I'm JR. You're chilling alright, let's get started. Today is May 1st, 2013. It's nearing to the summer. And now one topic I'm going to talk about today is with dating sites. You know what dating sites is? You never heard of it for some of you, but, I looked at the dating sites just for the experiment. And do you know dating sites don't actually help you find a date? They are kind of fake. Well, Match.com won't, find you a right woman, but, just, I just found that out, and, they just, charge you more and more and more, and then they just, get you to, they just, went to your account and just deduct it from your bank account or whatever, and you're not even on the site for a month, because, you have to go to work, school, or whatever you have to do in your life. But, I think these dating sites are just a ripoff. And they say they'll help you find a date or something like that, but, they just don't help you at all. They don't help you, and the people you meet online, one day they're on, and for months they're off of there. And they say they haven't been on here that much. Well, you're just faking it. Or, another thing too, there are viruses on the website. They won't get into your computer. They're just a bunch of fake profiles, and they're not real people. They're just a bunch of computer bots or whatever. The people you talk to, you have to be really careful, because they could fool you and get you to go to their porn website. That's what the experience right there. The dating sites and the fake profiles, that's the way they're trying to make money. And they just, they have sexy pictures of women and men on there, and they talk to you saying, how you doing, babe? You want to see my profile? You want to see me on webcam? If they say that on the dating sites, you know what that means? And if they even talk to you first and you want to see my profile and all that junk shit, well, truth is, they're just fake. They're just a way the producers trying to make money here. Don't let that fool you, okay? Because that's not cool. And they should be removed. And, Facebook has experienced the same thing also. Facebook has a lot of fake profiles on there, and most of them has been removed. And this fake profile of a sexy woman just keep messaging me all these shitty stuff, but I just ignored it anyway. So if that shit happens to you, just ignore it or just report it. Just report it and they'll take care of the rest. Because, I couldn't even do my video postings because of this bullshit going on. Computer bots just ruining people's lives, people's business. And, these fake profiles just got to go. It's not my fault that shit is getting blocked every day. It's the computer bots. What has the world come to? Many shits has been going on since around 2001. And shit will keep going till the end. So, yeah. Well, another thing is, when summertime comes around, I won't be that nice of a person if I get lonely again this summer. If I get lonely again this summer, I won't be a happy person at all. Because, people take me for granted and all this stuff, and they just act like, they're too cool for me. But I got news for y'all. I'm not gonna back down. I'm just gonna fight, and I'm just gonna get on to y'all. I'm gonna get on to the women too. I'm not gonna back down. If they want to disrespect me, I'll disrespect them back. Women think they're so special, but guess what? They're not. They're just like us. They get no special attention, whatever, and they don't get no special respect. We just have to treat them like we've been treated. So that's the way the world is. I don't care if you like it or not. Just get used to it. It's the real world here. I mean, if you don't like what I'm saying, then why the hell y'all watching this shit? Alright? Well, it's time for me to go. I got some shit to do, so until next time, I'm Jayog. I'm out. Peace.
And you will know my name is the
Bishop.
when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
You know, this video really has no topics, but I just decided to talk about a bunch of random shit. You want to know something that kind of pisses me off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just irks the shit out of me when I see it. It's these females with these tore-up-ass weaves. I'm talking about like the weave is just clearly noticeable. You know, if you're going to have a weave, kind of make it look like it's supposed to be natural, some shit like that, like it's supposed to be coming out of your damn head. You ever seen the ones that just got like a big ass part right here? You don't see number skin, it's just skin, and then you got a big ass clump of weave coming down, noticeable. You know what I'm saying? The ones that just stop right here be number skin right here. It just curl. I'm like, what the fuck? How the hell that happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody just came by, karate chopped your ass right in the middle of the head, rubbed it in there, make sure that they can see this shit. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, boy. Y'all better cut that damn shit out. Y'all ever dated a chick with kids? That goddamn baby don't never go to sleep, do it. I swear, it's like the damn baby just gets so much energy when your ass is around. It's ridiculous. I mean, you be in the house with one intention on your damn mind. You know what you want to do. I ain't even got to say it for y'all to know what the fuck I'm talking about. You just chilling. You just waiting. We just sitting, watching TV for 4 goddamn hours. This little baby just run around, got the most energy his ass has ever had since he's been on this earth. So then you finally just say, you know, I'm about to just go ahead and leave. A few minutes later, she call your ass. You know, the baby's sleeping out damn net. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm out this bitch. Yeah, I had a bad day yesterday, man. Alright, so I just went on Facebook and I asked, you know, some of my people on there if there's anything that I need to talk about while I'm doing this video. The boy Jeff said the Michael Jackson trial, Lil B, and the Hip Hop Awards. Michael Jackson trial, I ain't been following it, don't really care about it, he dead. Yeah. Lil B, he sucks, he's garbage. I don't know why y'all listen to that boy. Fuck him. Okay, let's see. The Hip Hop Awards, probably ain't even gonna watch it because I don't really watch BET Awards. The Hip Hop Awards, I don't really watch that shit because it's kind of pointless. I mean, how many awards can you give out? You got Best Male, Best Female. It's already tape. I don't care about a tape show. Yeah, Karina said that you should talk about the trifling girls sucking on little meats behind the dumpsters and in the backseat of Hondas. Where's these bitches and where can I find them? Loving me some him young. She's a female, but for the way. I don't know your real name, baby, but she says dudes getting eyebrows and lips pierced but swear up and down they not gay. Yeah, y'all niggas gay. Y'all fruity as hell. Y'all some dick suckers. I mean, you know, it's just a bad combination. You got your lip pierced, and you got your damn eyebrow pierced. You got your skinny jeans on. You know, you're looking like Chris Bosh. You're fag-azy. You know what I'm saying? You fagnificent motherfuckers. And my nigga TJ just commented on the thing. Bro, what's up? But first off, speaking of gay, since we're going off the lip ring thing, Ray J, where do you find some niggas that's gonna rape them niggas? What type of shit is that? You got homo thugs around you, nigga? How the fuck you got homo thugs around you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you real? Yo, you got homo thugs, but then what's they pay cut, nigga? Shit. You over there bending over like a motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead in this thing because I'm about to just, I'm about to go chill. But anyway, it's your boy Big Butter. Hit me up on the Facebook. That's where you can find me. I'm gonna holler at y'all niggas later. Probably in a month. I'm out this bitch. Y'all know how I make videos. I'm slow with the shit, man. Hey, yeah. Shout out to the boy Prince P, Black Elmo, and Hot Mail. I can't remember your name. Hot Mail something. But anyway, they did a video response to my When I Die video. Y'all can still do a response to that if you want to. The video response at the bottom of the When I Die video. Check it out. It's the last video I did before this one. It's your boy Butter. I'm out. AKA the Bishop. I'm gone.
Good evening, folks. This is Wesley Virgin, your master motivator and master virtual trainer with 7 Day Fitness. And folks, I want to share something with you. And I want to talk about dating with Christians. Recently, I joined a group, and it's called Dating for Christians. I thought about myself. You know, I'm a Christian, and I've been out there in the dating world. You know, I had a wonderful girlfriend, things like that, and I thought to myself that I must be extra careful of who I'm dating, who I'm meeting, because see, you Christians out there, I don't know about you folks, but sometimes I feel uncomfortable with certain types of people. And everybody out there, they're normal, right? They're saying, well, man, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't go here. But I feel a little uncomfortable doing certain things. See, as a boy, when I was young, my parents, they shielded me from the world, from society. See, the thing is, you know, maybe I couldn't go out and play, maybe I couldn't go outside, maybe I couldn't go to the movies, maybe I couldn't do certain things that my friends did. But now looking maybe 15 or 10 years later, I understand why. Because see, I look back at those friends and I see what they're doing. I look back at those folks that I used to hang around with, and I look at their lives and look at mine now. So folks, be careful, because see, the devil is not working in your favor. And unfortunately, the devil is working hard to deceive you, because he is the master of deception. And you have to be careful when you meet that woman, you meet that man, you think they are great, you think they're wonderful, you think they're beautiful, they're attractive. But understand, the devil is working. So dating as a Christian, it is our responsibility to want to stay prayed up. And definitely giving God the praise first. And asking him, is this the one for you to deal with? Because I'm going to tell you, if you ask God, he will reveal it to you. So folks, that's why I want to share with you, dating as a Christian can be challenging. Dating as a Christian is not something that's normal. It's just not an average person. It's just not that person that, you know, they grew up, you know, without the Lord in their lives, that wasn't deep rooted in them. It's a different type of scenario. So don't be naive, don't be ignorant to understand the devil is working, but not in your favor. Hey folks, this is Wesley Virgin, your master motivator. Hey, let's get fit with passion.
The goal of any relationship shouldn't be that the other person lives up to this pedestal that we've put them on. The goal should be a real connection with who that person really is. I know that when I started doing videos on YouTube, I was very almost over the top positive. You know, I had learned growing up, and certainly from people that I'd watched, that, oh, if you want to be an expert in an area, especially in the self-help world, you have to be happy, 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 happy all the time, because that's really what influences people, and that's what shows that you're perfect. Self-help, oh, let's all walk around smiling all the time and being like, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. That's not what it is. You're missing the point. People don't have to be one way all the time. I certainly never want to teach that, oh, here's how to be at a peak level of happiness all the time. Sometimes you're not supposed to be at a peak level of happiness. Sometimes people want a more politically correct version. But I like authenticity. I like seeing someone raw and uncut. That to me is where the real excitement is, and that's where you really get to know and learn from someone, not from the kind of polished media version of them. And I think in our relationships, we're often looking for the polished media version of the people in our lives. The media version of our girlfriend, the polished media version of our boyfriend or our parent or our kid, because we want them to live up to an idea of what we have of them, this idea of what they are instead of what they really are. The problem is that we end up enforcing all of our own personal rules. We don't allow people the flexibility to be who they are and to express themselves authentically. It's so funny when people get offended by something in a YouTube video I do. Now, I recently released the old people video, Seniors Talk Dating, and someone made the comment in that video, Matt, this is beneath your dignity. And I remember reading that and thinking, it's not. Like, me in that video, that's not on someone else. Like, I okayed that video going out there with the swear words and with, you know, the profanity and the lewd comments. When someone says that, I think, well, A, you either want a relationship with the real me or you want a relationship with the idea of me. If you want it with the idea of me, I can be this pure, righteous person who doesn't ever say a bad word or doesn't ever fall out of bed on the wrong side. When I started changing my YouTube videos from being happy to being, well, I'm gonna now be me. Sometimes I'm gonna be funny because I'm in a mood where I just wanna make fun of shit. Other times I'm gonna be serious because I wanna rant about something because I'm pissed. Just very earnest because I feel very kind of loving towards something, or something has really touched me. I started deciding I'm gonna be the things that I wanna be. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to be seen on some pedestal. I know many gurus out there in the self-help industry that the moment they reach a certain level, they start taking themselves so seriously. They lose their sense of humor. They become like these weird robots, and I'm sure you've seen it. These weird zombie-like creatures of kind of pseudo-happiness that they've taught themselves that doesn't allow them to just be them anymore, because anytime they have a negative thought or do something wrong, they're kicking themselves because they didn't follow the book or they did something differently. And I never want to be that, and I never want to preach that. People do that all the time. Is they try and have a relationship with an idea of someone instead of having a relationship with who they really are. When we have a relationship with who someone really is, it's far more interesting. It's far more magical. We get the depth and we get the diversity and the whole range, the whole gamut of emotions and feelings and insecurities and strengths and all the little idiosyncrasies that make them them. That to me is far more interesting. And I think it's something we have to allow people to be more. My challenge to you, and I want to take up this challenge myself as well, because it's not easy. When someone does something that doesn't fit with your exact version of them, again, ask yourself that question. Do I want a relationship with my idea of them, or do I want a relationship with the them that actually exists? This one is going to create much more depth than this one, which is going to create constant conflict anytime they do something that doesn't fit with the way I think they should be or the image that I've built up in my head. That's it. That's all I got to say. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. I don't know why people see old people as so classy anyway. Jameson, you know the #1 place that STDs are spread nowadays? Retirement homes. How's that for classy?
Well, most people would say that personality ranks pretty high on the list of attributes expected in a potential date, right up there with good looks and a sense of humour. But according to a new report on relationships and romance, there's much more to rating a date's personality than being good or not so good.
Yeah, social researchers have identified 4 very different dating personality types, and the category we each fall into could have more to do with the date's success than where we go, what we wear, or even what we talk about. With us now to talk about it is Claire Madden from McCrindle Research. Going to tell us a whole bunch more on this. Claire, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Does everyone have a specific type, or can you kind of be a bit of a smorgasbord? Can you be a bit of everything?
Well, our research showed that people's dating personalities can be determined by 2 factors. That's how organised they are, how planned and prepared when it comes to a date, and also how romantic they are when it comes to dating. So we're not just talking about people in a short-term dating relationship, but people who've been married for many years as well.
Oh, great. So we're talking about everybody who's in relationships.
That's right.
That's good. Let's go through the specific personality types of relationships. Let's start with the frantic romantic.
Yeah, the frantic romantic, as the name suggests, are people who place a high emphasis on the romantic part but leave the organisation to chance. They make up 14% of the dating population, and they're the type of people who are likely to arrive at your place with a box of chocolates, a bunch of flowers, and have in their mind a great night with a candlelit atmosphere and a beautiful fine dining experience, but actually have forgotten to book the restaurant, or they've left the tickets behind, or they forgot to put petrol in the car, so run out of petrol on the way there and break down.
So good intention.
That's exactly right.
See, the running out of petrol is a trick that you girls don't understand yet. We do that on purpose. What about the ritual relator?
The ritual relator, yeah, they are high on organisation but low when it comes to the romance side. The ritual relator are on the opposite side of the spectrum from the frantic romantic. They make up 37% of the dating population, and they're strong on details, yet they're more practical when it comes to their love. They're likely to have the babysitters organised, the tickets in hand, they will have every detail planned, they certainly won't be late to your date. But when it comes to the date, they might be weak in actually enjoying the moment or experience the romance or showing affection, showing love on the date.
Okay, so clearly the ritual relator needs to get together with the frantic romantic and then they have the perfect relationship.
Perfect match.
Okay,
Look at that stuff, Carly.
let's take a look at another category. This is the detailed debonair. This sounds kind of good. What's his personality?
The detailed debonair leaves nothing to chance when it comes to their date nights. They make up 33% of the dating population. They're high on romance and high on organisation.
Perfect catch.
You think, what could go wrong with a detailed debonair? However, sometimes they are so planned with every detail of the evening that they can actually they need to relax a little bit when it comes to enjoying the date night.
Right. They're so focused on everything A, B, C, D, they forget to be a little bit flexible.
That's
Is
right.
that it? Okay.
But they'll still give you a kiss.
Yeah, that's right. They'll remember that.
It's
As
still
long
romantic.
as long as they don't have to be flexible about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, the pragmatic partner. The pragmatic partner. Tell us about this one.
The pragmatic partner are pretty much no fuss when it comes to date nights. They are low on romance and low on organisation.
Okay, this is where most married couples fall into this one.
Quite possibly. They are happy to be spontaneous, flexible, just go with the flow. So an impromptu Friday night evening could just happen with a pragmatic partner. However, they're also a no-fuss, DVD and dinner at home could suit them quite fine. So our research actually showed that whilst 56% of Australians in relationships regularly go on a date with their partner, those who've been in long-term relationships over 20 years, just over 1 in 5 are rarely or never go on a date. So they could be falling into the pragmatic partner category.
Can I ask a question not on the sheet? Who pays for this research? Like, who's interested in this stuff? Like,
Sure, this research was commissioned for the new date night movie that's coming out.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Very good. Thank you, Claire.
It's interesting who wants to know what sort of a dater you are.
Well, I need to know that I need to be more flexible. Thank you. Good to see you. Thanks. In just a moment for you, we go live to the US for the latest on Tiger Woods' big golfing comeback.
Up next, Glenn's back with a solution for unsightly blemishes.
Hello, my name is Evelyn, and this is my first attempt at eHarmony Video online dating service. So I'm a little bit nervous, but excited at the same time. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I like and hope I get some replies. I'm a recent arts and science dropout from Ohio State University, and I love bingo. I just really, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I love bingo. I love every kind of bingo. I love four-corner bingo. I love diagonal bingo. I'm sorry, but I really love bingo. And I just want to play bingo all the time, but I can't. Okay, but I know that's crazy because I can't play bingo all the time, but that's just what I want to do. I'm sorry. Anytime I think about playing bingo, I just love bingo. I told myself I would not get emotional. So anyway, I love bingo, and I love to run. Sorry, I just thought about bingo again. But I think about how many bingo halls have empty chairs, and I should be sitting there, and the excitement I would feel. and I could yell, bingo! Or maybe the guy across from me could yell, bingo! And the caller would yell, B9, and I would have it. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry.
Somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
Trip. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of Asian people there too. That's what. Yeah. That power. So Questions about why I like Asian men, why I love Filipino men, why the Pacific Islanders catch my eye when I am wherever I am. Well, for one, they're sexy. The whole thing is, I love... you guys, ladies, like, if there's any ladies out there, let me know if you feel what I'm saying, because, yeah, like, they're bomb to me. I mean, the eyes, the skin, okay, because at first I was dating light-skinned dudes, and I was like, okay, you know, that's cool. Like, I went through my little phase or whatever. Then I was like, I really miss the Filipino, Asian. Anyway, I think I got the best of both worlds without knowing it. I love them. The black guys that like to harass me and whoever I'm with, like, it's all bad, because it's not gonna make me like black guys any more than I somewhat do. Like, if I see a chocolate man, I'm gonna be like, ooh, that's chocolate. But I'm like, if I see an Asian guy, I'm gonna be like, I get shy and nervous. Is that weird? Okay. I do get shy. I do get nervous. My hands start sweating, my palms, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm meeting Michael Jackson or something, and he just fell from the sky. I don't know. It just, my stomach, you can ask my cousin, like, I get so, it just excites me.
Somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
Hi, my name is Jessica Clare, and I'm a dating coach for New York Dating Coach, and we're here in New York City. In this clip, we're going to talk about how to know if she's interested. Women use a lot of tactics to show men that they like them, because most women would never come out and say, I like you. Now, number one, she's going to use body language. If a woman touches her face or her neck or plays with her hair a lot, she's trying to make herself look more attractive to you. So that's a good sign that she's interested. If a woman wants to introduce you to her friends, she's definitely interested. It means she wants to show you off. The last and final thing that will help you know that a woman is really interested in you is if she talks about spending time with you in the future. For example, if a woman says, oh, I wish you had been there, or you would have loved it, or I'm going to see this show on Thursday and I bet you would love this band. Talking about you in the future or the past is a good indicator that a woman is interested.
Dating is hard nowadays. You just can't meet the right people. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do and get on a dating site. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like meeting people through the virtual world. And then you actually get to meet them in person. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're not meeting any fucking weirdos. There's a lot of weirdos out here, but there's a lot of stand-up blue-collar guys that like to get on dating sites and talk to women, real women, not those fake bitches. Being able to talk to people on the phone, it's great. Especially able to hear their voice and, you know, imagine what they look like and just match a voice with a face and get the real side of how they are. It's great. There's nothing wrong with them. It is the shit. So fucking wonderful. Then the day comes, you know the day I'm talking about, the day that you're supposed to meet. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, there's always butterflies that can always come along just because, you know, you have that little jittery feeling because you don't really know what they're going to look like. And then you say to yourself, Lord Jesus, if you're listening, please don't let me be catfished. I don't need that today. So then you just build up anticipation, and then you find yourself sitting there at a bench for over 20 minutes. And then you're saying, is this bitch bullshitting? No, she's not a bitch. She's gonna be my queen. God, I hope she looks like the picture. Getting on these dating sites, you meeting people, making sure you're meeting the people that you actually fucking meet, man. Show a current you, not a 5, 10, 15, 20 year picture of you. I'm actually a good guy. But what the fuck I just met? Look, my thing is this. If you show a picture on your profile on a dating site, make sure it's the picture of you, man. Okay? I don't want to come meet you and then all of a sudden I'm see, one right here. Current you. Pause that shit. If I see you and then I see your picture and I get out in public and then all of a sudden you come up to me because you see me because I look like my picture. You look at you and look at the picture. That's what the fuck's your problem, man. Fuck. Ruin my night, man. I got this though.
All I need, baby. Woo! If it makes any difference.